the characteristics of your partnership, wag mong kakalimutan your separate legal entity, meaning your partnership has its own personality, meaning it can acquire asset, it can enter into a contract, it can also have a liability, meaning liability ng partnership. Okay? May babayaran siya sa other entity. What else? Pwede siyang makikontrata, mag-acquire, and meron siyang personality nga. So, iba yung personality pa ng partners mo. Let us say si partner. Gusto niya mag-enter ng contract, but it does not necessarily na ang nag-enter ng contract would be the partnership. So, ibang usapan kasi yun. Unless, yung pag-enter ni partner A, assuming, would be for the partnership. Ibig sabihin yun naman is, para naman sa partnership, pwede pa rin. Pasok yun sa separate legal entity. Next is ease of formation sa lahat naman ng business na pwede mong i-form. Partnership is one of the easiest business na pwede mong i-form. Of course, aside from sole proprietorship. Ang hirap lang kasi sa sole proprietorship is that, of course, let us say, ang gusto mong i-form is a retail store at gusto mo mag-sole prop ka lang, meron ka bang capital, di ba? Eh, itong si partnership, okay? Of course, regardless sa mga ipapas natin or isasubmit natin na papeles or requirements, of course, kasama na yan. Kahit naman mag-sole prop ka or kahit naman mag-corporation ka, kailangan mo talaga mag-process. But what I mean here or what we mean here is, as long as there is meeting of minds, okay, if you go back to your obligations and contracts, as long as there is meeting of minds, meron ng contract, there's already a contract of partnership. Let us say ako, with my sister, we wanted to create a business, gusto naming maging partners. So, nag-agree kami. Okay, ako, nag-finance ako, siya naman. Service yung sa kanya, no? That's already a partnership. The only thing is, of course, for it to be valid and, of course, binding into, for the, sa mata, or let us say for the knowledge of the public, of course, you just have to do the registrations, di ba? Yung mga legal requirements. Ang kaibahan yan ngayon sa corporation, kasi corporation kasi, let us say, aside from the legal requirements, ang dami. Ang dami mong kailangang gawin pa. Although, I think meron na ngayon, no, our individual or sole corporation. So, an individual can now create its own corporation. Para sa review natin ngayon, I have here Cyril, Diane, and Ella who agreed to form a partnership with the following contribution. Again, contribution depende sa inyo. Okay? So, according sa partnership nila, meron ba silang agreed amounts? Wala naman. Kung may agreed amounts, again, yun ang gamitin mo. But since wala, anong gagamitin natin? Binigay ang book value, binigay ang fair value. What will we use? We will use the fair values. Okay? Uy, walang fair value yung cash. Siyempre, kasi kung ano yung book value, ibig sabihin yun yung face amount ng cash mo. Okay? So, baka mamaya binigay sa'yo sa board exam, niloloko ka lang ng examiner nun. Again, walang fair value yung cash mo. Face value ka dyan lagi. Okay? Alright. Now, the next step, you will identify the total agreed capital or the agreed capital for the remaining partners, Diane and Ella. Okay, let's start with Diane. Diane's share is 2/6, tama? So, 375 times 2/6, I mean 2/12, sorry. That's equal to how much? 62,500. Ang laki ng ibababa nung kay Diane. Meaning, there will be withdrawal on her part. Okay? Withdrawal, babawasan niya yung in-invest niya. How about Ella? Okay? 375 times 6/12, or you can simply divide it by 2. That's 187,500. Okay? So, for the case of Ella, there will be additional investment para mai-align niya yung capital niya sa agreement nilang tatlo. Okay? So, what happens? From 215, it became 62,500. For the case of Diane, there's a decrease of 152,500. How about for Ella? 187,500 versus the original capital of 175. There is a 12,500 increase. And a total difference of 12,500 versus 152,500, 140,000. Okay. Sige nga, kunin mo nga yung difference ni 515 and 375. 140 ba? 140 ba? Yes, 140. Okay, ano ang case natin dito ngayon? Dayan will be withdrawing. Ella will be having additional investment. Okay? So, ano ulit? Kapag ang total agreed capital is less than the total contributed capital, there will be withdrawal. So, tama yung pinakita natin sa first slides kanina. If the total agreed capital is greater than the total contributed capital, there is, what you call that? There is additional investment needed for the partner. Okay, so meron pa bang ibang approaches or ibang scenario kung kailan magiging mas mataas yung total agreed capital kesa sa TCC? Yes, of course, pwede rin, di ba? Pwede rin. Let us say kanina, imbis na ang ginawa mo divided by 3, ang ginawa natin, okay, instead of just dividing it by 3, you want an equal interest but you will use Cyril as your basis. Meaning, 125 is the 1/3 part of the total agreed capital. Ibig sabihin, gusto mo nang i-imply na dapat ang share ni D and E is 125. So, ano mangyayari? So, i-share ko lang. Let me share another screen. Okay? Ano ulit kanina? Gusto mong gawin kanina, divide by 3 lang. So, si 515, as is, no change. Siya pa rin si TCC at saka si TAC at the same time. But what if, sabi mo, I wanted to have an equal share or we wanted to have an equal share. Sinong basis natin ngayon? Si Cyril. Okay, si Cyril meron siyang 125. Meron siyang original balance na 125,000. So, erasin ko lang tong pangit na naisulat. Okay, perfectionist tayo. 125. How about Dayan? Meron siyang 215. And then at the same time, merong 175 si Ella. Originally, 515. Sabi mo ngayon, gusto nyong i-align, okay? Gusto nyong i-align yung share, original share sa partnership using Cyril as the basis. Ano ngayon na mangyayari? Ibig sabihin si Cyril as is na may 125,000 na share. Okay? If you will divide it by 3, ang gagawin mo lang 125 divided by 1/3. Okay? In short, meron kang total agreed capital na 375. Okay, ano mangyayari? Magiging 125 yung capital ni Dayan, 125 rin yung capital ni E. Pwedeng mangyari yan. Ano nangyari? Nabawasan si Dayan, nabawasan rin si Ella. Okay? What else? Pwede ba magkaroon ng other scenario? Yes, pwede. Let us say you have an existing partnership, nagkaroon ng admission. Of course, yung part naman na yun is already for the partnership dissolution kasi hindi naman siya dito, no, admission of a new partner. That's a change already kasi in the relationship of your partners. Okay? So, wag kang malilito sa TCC and TAC mo. And of course, be careful with the terms na ginagamit natin. So, tanungin ka, what is the adjusted capital balances of the partners? Ito na, yung na-solve natin kanina, under the TAC. Okay? And kung paano nila in-align. Pwede ba, ma'am, na yung alignment is not necessarily according to their P&L? Yes, pwede rin naman. Again, that will be according to the agreement of the partners. Hindi naman necessarily na equal or necessarily na laging according to the P&L ratio. You just have to be attentive kasi baka mamaya ang binigay sa problem, you will align using a different ratio. Ang ginamit mo, P&L ratio pala. Okay? Siyempre, ibang usapan naman na rin yon. Next, problem 2 before we entertain additional questions or baka may additional concerns tayo, no? Alright. We have problem 2, Joaquin and Jacob agreed to form a partnership and they invested 75,000 and 125,000. Both agreed that 3/4 of the total partnership interest goes to Jacob. Okay. What is the adjusted capital of Joaquin and the bonus received by Jacob? Aba, ang hirap agad ng tanong. Hindi ba pwedeng TCC muna? Okay. So, sagutin natin yung tanong ko. Ano yung TCC? 75,000 plus 125. Automatically, wag mo na i-calculate yun na. Grabe naman. Okay? Magagaling tayo sa math. Pero, mas magaling tayo dito. Okay, so 75 plus 125, your TCC is equal to 200,000 pesos. What is the agreement between Joaquin and Jacob? Alam mo ba na ang Joaquin and Jacob ay pangalan ng kapatid ko? So, ayoko kasi mag-isip ng ibang name example eh. Biniyak ko na lang yung pangalan niya. Okay, anyway. So, sabi niya, 3/4 ng total partnership will go to Jacob. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ilan ang interest ni Joaquin? Only 1/4. Okay? Saan mo manggagaling yan? Dito. Okay? I-plot mo. TCC, TAC. For Joaquin, okay? What is the TCC of Joaquin? It is 75,000. For Jacob, 125,000. Ngayon, you have a total of 200,000. Okay? Yung TAC mo, magbabago ba yan? Hindi. Ano lang magbabago? Ang magbabago lang, the adjusted balances. Kasi gusto nila, 3/4 of the capital interest, initial capital interest will go to Jacob. So, let us compute. 200 times 3/4, okay? That is your 150,000. Ibig sabihin, only 50,000 is the share of Joaquin on the original capital balance or on the original investment to the partnership. If you will journalize this, what will be your adjusting entry? Okay? To decrease and increase balances. Aling account ang i-debit or i-credit? So for Joaquin, 75 naging 50 i-debit mo. So Joaquin capital of how much? 25,000. And of course, yung bawas kay Joaquin, siya namang increase kay Jacob. Okay? Jacob capital of 25,000 pesos. How about if the partners agreed that 3/4 of the interest is for Jacob using his initial capital invested. Okay, so parang ang sabi nila, they agreed on an interest of 3/4 and 1/4 and they wanted to align their capital using Jacob's interest as their basis. On that part, magbabago ngayon yung total agreed capital. Paano yon? Okay? Ano yung contribution ni Jacob? 125. 125, ito yung 3/4 of the total capital. Agreed capital ha? 125 divided by 3/4. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ang total capital mo is 166,667. How did I get that? 125 divided by 3/4. So what's the balance na mapupunta kay Joaquin? Ibig sabihin, ang capital ni Joaquin ay magkano? 166? Okay, 166 minus your 125,000 pesos. The capital balance of Joaquin must be 41,667 pesos. Nakuha ba natin? On that part, mag-iiba yung TAC mo. And of course, mag-iiba yung magiging adjusted capital ni Joaquin. Si Jacob, same lang. 125 pa rin kasi siya yung basis. Okay? Paano naman kung si Joaquin yung basis? Baliktarin mo lang. 75,000 is the 1/3. So, 75 divided by 1/3. Okay? What is the total agreed capital now? 225. Kung si Joaquin yung basis mo. 75 divided by 1/4. O 1/4 pala, hindi 1/3. 75 divided by 1/4. That's a total of agreed capital na 300,000. Okay? So, nasusundan mo ba yung differences? Kapag ganyan yung case, ibig sabihin 75 is already the TCC and TAC of Joaquin. Si Jacob ngayon na mag-a-adjust. So, 75,000 kay Joaquin, 300 versus 75. The 225,000 is now Jacob's capital. Alright? So, follow-up questions. What if they agreed on equal partnership interest? What is their adjusted capital? Joaquin and Jacob pa din. Adjusted capital, i-divide mo lang ng 2, yung total contributed capital. Wala naman siyang sinabing basis, tama ba? Walang sinabing basis. So, you just have to divide 200,000 divided by 2, Jacob and Joaquin, okay, will receive 100,000 each. Tama ba yung figures ko? Ayan. So, 100,000 each sila. What is the bonus received of who and at what amount? Initially, si Joaquin 75,000 lang. So, siya yung nakatanggap ng 25,000 na bonus. Etong si Jacob originally 125 naging 100,000. Saan napunta yung 25? Kay Joaquin. Alright? So, those are our follow-up question. Okay? So, that's for our wrap-up. So far, I think na-touch ko no, yung mga areas na talaga namang nalilito ka pa rin hanggang ngayon. For the other parts, let us say for partnership admission, o kaya naman may mga anong tawag nito? Umalis sa partnership and then settlement, ibang topic kasi yan. So, that is under your dissolution topic already. Okay? Oops, nawali. Ayan. So, that's under your dissolution topic. Okay. So, any questions so far? Baka naman may gusto kang i-follow up or i-comment or tanungin. Meron kang concern, may area pa rin ba na naguguluhan ka? Diba? Baka masagot natin yan. Okay? So, huwag kang mahiya kasi yun ang purpose ng ating wrap up today. That's our purpose of our wrap up today. To clarify things. Of course, although this is formation, I think siguro okay ka pa dito, no? Baka mas marami kang tanong pag dumaan tayo ng operation and then your dissolution and of course your liquidation. Okay? In terms of your, let's say, loans to partners, mas makikita mo or mas ma-appreciate mo tong mga accounts na to when you go to operation. So, yung loans to and from partners, that is either a capital account or a liability account. Okay? Kapag loan to partner is your liability or asset account. Ng partnership ha, loan to partner, binigay mo kay partner, parang ganyan. Pinautang mo kay partner, that's the asset of the partnership. Pag loan from, okay, utang mo kay partner, ayan. Ibig sabihin, liability mo naman yon. Of course, ibang usapan. Ibig sabihin pala, pwedeng umutang si partner sa partnership. Yes naman, pwede. Okay? So, that ends our wrap-up.